Till now, we studied about linear equations in two variables. In this video today, we will study about quadratic equations and the standard form of quadratic equations. In the previous session, you have already studied about polynomials. Do you remember about quadratic polynomials? Can you tell what would be its general form? Very good. The general form of a quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. Now let's understand quadratic equations. Can you tell how a quadratic equation looks? Consider the quadratic polynomial px equal to ax to the power 2 plus bx plus c. When this quadratic polynomial is equated to a constant, this polynomial gets converted into a quadratic equation. Here, a, b, c are all real numbers and a can never be zero. So based on this conclusion, let's try to understand quadratic equations. Mohan's father is 22 years elder to him. After 3 years from now, the product of their ages would be 270. What would be the equation for Mohan's current age? Let Mohan's current age be x years. Then, his father's age would be x plus 22 years. Mohan's age after 3 years would be x plus 3 years. And his father's age after 3 years would be x plus 22 plus 3, that is, x plus 25. Therefore, the product of their ages equals x plus 3 times x plus 25. Upon solving it, 270 is equal to x to the power of 2 plus 28x plus 75. We see that on the right-hand side, we have a quadratic polynomial and on the left-hand side, we have a constant. Let's write the obtained quadratic equation in the standard form. We get x to the power of 2 plus 28x minus 195 equal to 0. Therefore, Mohan's present age satisfies the equation x to the power of 2 plus 28x minus 195 equals to 0. In this video, we studied about quadratic equations and the standard form of quadratic equations. Based on what we learned in today's video, we will solve some interesting examples in the next video. You all are welcome to this video. In the previous video, we studied about quadratic equations and the standard form of quadratic equations. Let's look at some examples based on it. Rita has a wooden plank with an area of 48 square feet and its length 2 feet more than the breadth. Rita has to construct a wooden frame with the plank. For this, she needs the equation of length and breadth of the frame. Will you help Rita find an equation that will be formed to find the length and breadth of the frame? Let's solve the example using the given information. To begin with, let's assume the breadth of the frame as x feet. So now, to find out the length of the frame, let's add 2 feet to x, which gives the length of the frame as x plus 2. We know that the wooden plank is rectangular. So, we use the formula for the area of a rectangle. It's given that the area of the rectangle is 48 square feet. Substituting all the values given above in the formula of the area, On solving, we get x raised to 2 plus 2x minus 48 is equal to 0. Using this equation, Rita can find out the length and breadth of the frame. Come on, let's look at one more example. A bus completes 160 km with a constant speed. If we increase its speed by 4 km per hour, then the bus takes 1 less hour to complete the journey. In this case, find out the equation to find out the speed of the bus. Can you find out the equation for speed of the bus? Let the speed of the bus be x kilometers per hour. The total distance covered by the bus is 160 kilometers. Let the time taken by the bus to cover the distance be t hours. Since we need to find the equation for speed of the bus, let's represent it in the following manner. Speed x would be equal to 160 by t, or we can write it as t is equal to 160 by x, which is represented by equation 1. On increasing the speed of the bus by 4 km per hour, we get x plus 4. According to the question, on increasing the speed of the bus, it takes 1 less hour to complete the distance. That is, time is equal to t minus 1. On solving, we get equation 2. Substituting the value of t from equation 1 in equation 2, we get x to the power 2 plus 4x minus 640 equals 0, which is the equation for the speed of the bus. In today's video, we looked at some examples based on quadratic equations and its general form. In the next video, we will look at some of the commonly made mistakes while solving such questions. You all are welcome to this video. In the previous video, we looked at some examples based on quadratic equations and its general forms. Now we will look at some of the commonly made mistakes while forming quadratic equations and its general form. The length and breadth of a rectangular garden is 10 meter and 12 meter respectively. If we increase these dimensions by the same amount, then the area of garden becomes 240 square meter. Find the equation for the rectangular garden. To solve this question, pause the video and match your answer. If you have selected option 1, then it is a nice try. But this is an incorrect answer. Because we had to make changes in both length and breadth of the garden, whereas you only made change in its length. And on its basis, you solved the question further, because of which your answer is wrong. If you selected option 2, then it's a good attempt. But this is also incorrect. Because to solve this question, you have increased the length and breadth. But while transposing the term on the RHS to the LHS, you didn't change the sign, due to which the answer is incorrect. Let's solve the equation. Transpose 240 in the RHS of the equation to the LHS and change its sign to solve it further. We get x to the power of 2 plus 22x minus 120 equals 0. This is the equation of the rectangular garden. Hence, option 3 is correct. So, I hope You understood why only option 3 is correct and the other options are incorrect. A teacher can test the knowledge of her students in a class by using such examples.